Hello, this is Jason from Canada-Dashcam.com. I get a lot of phone calls and emails from customers trying to figure out which camera is best for them. And then they ask me, Jason, what do you have in your vehicle? And I kind of chuckle and I say, I've actually got more than one camera installed. And it's kind of an elaborate setup. It's completely outrageous. Nobody is really going to do this, but it's for, and I'm not paranoid or anything like that, but I have a certain application. I don't go into a job 9 to 5 and have my vehicle parked. My vehicle's usually parked in my garage for most of the time, or I'm at a dinner or meeting and it's unattended for a couple hours at most of the time. So I'm going to go into a little bit about what my install entails. Most people have a front dash camera. You can also purchase one that is a 2-channel dash camera for a rear view. Now I'm going to take things to a completely different level. I've actually have cameras in the left and right hand side, as well as I have a second front camera just in case the main front camera fails. I have an interior view of the inside of my vehicle, as well as I have an interior view of the driver's area. So I'm going to go into why I have each camera, and we'll go from there. So this is camera number 1. It's a Lukas LK7950. They were kind enough to send me this camera to beta test, and it's been working great. I had the DR650 before, but I moved that, and I'll show you why in a moment. But this is camera number 2. So this is a dual channel camera. So these cameras are both connected together. So I get a great rear shot, and that is actually recording at full high definition, 1080p. So both the front and the back, which is excellent in my opinion. But yeah, I needed to have a BLackVue as well, which I'm going to show you in a moment, and it's an interesting concept. So this is camera number 3 and number 4. They are both BLackVue DR650s. They're the rear smaller camera. Now I have these mounted not on the window, but the plastic above it, so that I can angle them so I can see the traffic going left and right. And I'm really happy how they look there. So here is the video when I'm driving of both of those cameras. It does a pretty good job, definitely on the left, because the lens is actually on the left-hand side of the chassis of the camera. On the right, I'm not able to get as much as the left, just because I have to have it only one direction. And if you have this camera, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I think it does a fairly good job about capturing everything. If I had it positioned like this, I would be only capturing directly to the side, and the video just goes by so quickly, you really can't distinguish anything. So that's why I changed it to on the angle like I have here. It just works out a little bit better. And for parking mode, I'm going to be able to capture that person's face. If somebody is prowling my vehicle, taking a look at it, peering through the windows, most likely I'm going to get them on camera. This is the Mini 0806. The reason why I have 2 frontward facing cameras is because I offload a lot of footage from these 2 cameras. And occasionally I might forget to put the micro SD card back into the camera. The second reason is one of these cameras could potentially fail in the event of an accident, and it's just kind of a backup. The other reason why I chose to put it right here is because it's incredibly small, and the video quality is absolutely amazing. One thing to note is I don't have this camera on 24/7 in parking mode. It turns off and on with the ignition. The main Lukas camera handles my parking mode. This is where I have my Mini 0806 mounted, as high as possible, and it doesn't get in the way of my view at all. Now you'll notice on the right hand side I've got a little display there, and that's actually showing what the voltage is on my battery. I have that hardwired in as well. Now because I have so many cameras hooked up directly to the battery, I need to know what my voltage is kind of running at, just so I have a gauge of what is happening. but it's a nice little feature that I've added to the vehicle. Now this has to be one of the most interesting views. It's camera number 6, which is a BlackVue DR650. It's the front camera. Now the reason why I picked this one is because of its low profile. It's hanging from the roof of the vehicle, so I can't have it blocking my rear view mirror. So that's why I chose this, and now I have a Lukas and a BlackVue to test during that time. And I get to see everything inside. Now, the reason I like this is because in motion detection, I'm going to be able to catch anybody that's peering into the vehicle, that's kind of taking a look at it. And the other reason is, if somebody does happen to try and steal my vehicle and they do get in and they go for their joyride and they notice the cameras, which they should, they might try and steal the front ones, but hopefully they will forget this one. And hopefully I caught their face on camera when they enter the vehicle. So that's why I have that camera. This is the 7th camera and the last camera. It's from VicoVation. It's the Marcus 4. The reason why I picked this one is because I needed a camera that had motion detection. I needed a camera that had a ball joint mount so that I could point it in this direction. And I needed a camera that had excellent video quality. And the main purpose for this camera is so that if somebody is trying to get into the vehicle or kind of scoping it out, I want to get a nice clear image of their face so that I can identify them and possibly report it to the police. Now there's one other added benefit of this camera facing the driver. When you're driving, you may kind of scratch your ear and there might be a police officer behind you and he might think you're on your cell phone. And this has actually happened where an individual just happened to be resting his hand in a weird position or scratching his ear, and police pulled him over, gave him, a ticket for distracted driving. He said, no, I was just scratching my ear. And he's like, yeah, I've heard that one before. But in this case, he actually had a dash camera, and it was a 2-channel one, but both lenses were in the front camera. So he had one pointed forward, and the other one was pointed right at him. So this camera had a screen on it. He was able to show the officer the footage, and the officer went, wow, you were just scratching your ear, and ripped up the ticket. So if he did not have a camera, it would be very hard to believe, and most likely he'd be paying some sort of fine. So that's the other benefit. So that concludes the video on what I have in my vehicle. If you have any questions or want to talk dash cameras, give me a call or shoot me an email. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe if you're a new viewer, as we like to put out videos like this all the time. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. All of these cameras are available for purchase on our website at www.canada-dashcam.com. And again, make sure you subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Thanks.